draw the sun, the stars, and the moon. I can draw anything. How about you?
Ready, set, draw!
Hi, my name is Selina Alko, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw and paint the Statue of Liberty based on my book, I is for Immigrants. Ready, set, draw, or paint and collage. First, you'll need paper, acrylic paints, a variety of colors, a glue stick, scissors, paintbrushes, a cup with water, and collage papers. I make some with newspaper painted on top with the acrylic paint and found wrapping paper or anything with interesting patterns. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a painted piece of collage paper for texture. So I'm applying lots of this glue stick. Press it down tightly. And this will be my base. So we're going to start with like a basic blue for the water because the Statue of Liberty rests in the harbor of New York City. We can do more to make the water have a variety of color and texture, but for now, I'm going to just do a base. And I've got two different kinds of blue here. Turquoise blue and an ultramarine blue. And water has sometimes a little green in it as well. Little green, not too much, because the Statue of Liberty is green. So here we go with the water, mostly turquoise. As you can tell, I really like turquoise. Okay, here's a nice water base. Next, let's look for a piece of collage that has writing on it. Here are a couple. I'm gonna take the glue stick and glue it down, and then this is sort of some tissue paper with some typography that I like how that looks, and I want this to have a nice texture for the sky. And don't forget to put lots of glue on the back of the paper before you stick it down. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Now let's do our yellow sky. Take yellow acrylic paint, and it goes nicely over this texture. It picks up the newsprint and can add a little white to the yellow so it's not totally so bright. I love yellow next to blue. Two of my favorite colors, and they contrast really nicely. Next, let's do some green for the mountain. Green is blue and yellow mixed together. Leave it kind of textured and loose. We don't have to be perfect here with our paint brush strokes. I think this base looks great. Let's draw the letter I. Let's choose a thinner paintbrush. To outline the letter. It's basically a capital I, which kind of looks like a tall building. And I'm going to do a shadow underneath the building on the right side to give it some depth. See how it looks like the letter I is casting a shadow there? A little bit more of a shadow here. You can actually use a thicker paintbrush to fill in the shadow. I like it when the lines are kind of rough. And there it is. We just painted the letter I. And now the fun part. I have a statue here of the Lady Liberty, and I'm going to use it to draw her. She will fit perfectly inside this I-shaped building. And now we have to mix just the right shade of green. I use turquoise and yellow and a little bit of black. If it's not quite the right color, we can always go back in and touch it up. Let's paint a tall green line to start. And just a little roundness for the head and her arm up like this. I'm going to add a little white to my green. And she's on a base. Let's do the base. The base fits nicely at the bottom of the letter I. Let's fill out Lady Liberty's clothing. She's wearing a long roby dress that I'm just going to paint here and attach her head to her body. She fits perfectly here. We're going to do more details now. Let's use a thinner brush to paint Lady Liberty's crown. Let's paint the spikes. Let's mix a little bit darker green for the shadows in her gown. See the way her gown folds? And let's make a shadow on her face and in her arm that she's holding up, I think. Let's keep putting details. There are some highlights in her gown and her face. Now my favorite part is painting the fire that comes out of her torch. So let's mix yellow and red to make some orange so we can paint the fire. See how you can go back in anytime and make adjustments? How about we cut a cloud or two for the sky? One fluffy one, and how about we make a thinner one for contrast? Let's also cut a collage cloud out of this blue paper. Just remembered that I have. Is that too dark? I don't know. I might turn this into a wave because it's kind of dark and I want to add some waves to the water too. So let's add a wave here and some more waves here and maybe even here. What do you think? Are we ready to glue the collage paper down? I think so. Now take a lot of glue. You can use the bottom of your paper as a back. We've got this painted cloud. We are gluing the collage pieces down, which add texture. This is fun, isn't it? Let's add some light green collage to the water. Let's take our paintbrush, get a little black paint, and touch up this part right here. Wasn't that fun? I really enjoyed painting and collaging with you today. I'd love to see what you made. Be sure to share your art with us using the hashtag #ReadySetDraw. Until next time, thanks so much for being here.